Hello there! Welcome to All Seasons with K channel. So yes, I hope you are doing well. Today is different from the usual videos that I upload. You can check those videos if you want to. Those were about cooking. This is my first time to do this kind of thing, and I have decided to make this video since some of my Facebook friends have asked me how I was able to get a part-time job. Now, if you are someone who is looking for a job, either a full-time or part-time job, or you know someone who is looking for one, then maybe this video will be helpful. Anyway, for those who haven't know what 51 Talk is, it is an online platform where Chinese learners are given access to English lessons conducted by Filipinos. So let's start and talk about the 51 Talk application process. The first step in the application process, just like any other jobs, is you need to submit an application. But 51 Talk have made it a little easier because they have this link wherein you just have to fill in the form with the details being asked. You just have to make sure that every details that you put are correct and active. What I am referring to active are your contact information. These are your phone number, your email address, and your Skype account. These three are very important since you will be contacted through that information by the recruitment team. With that, always make sure that you have a good internet connection. And check your accounts from time to time in case there are some notifications regarding your application. By the way, the link to the application form is here, and it is also in the description. After that, you just have to wait for some days. For me, I have waited for 3 days before I was notified for the next step. Usually, it will take 3 to 5 days after you submit your application. And what is the next step? The next step is the initial interview. Initial interview will happen through Skype, but for my case, it happened through a phone call. Whether it is through Skype or through phone call, just make sure that you have a good internet connection, a good signal, so that you won't get any problem with communication. Now, what are the details that will be asked during this step or stage? It is just a very short interview that will take 10 to 15 minutes of your time. They will ask you to introduce yourself, and they will check about your educational attainment, and the basic requirement for that is a bachelor's degree. They will also ask about your experience in teaching children and about your availability whenever you get hired, like how flexible you can be with the 51 Talk class schedule. And if you pass this stage, they will send you the instructions for the next steps. And the third step is the technical check. What will be checked here are your equipment and working space. So these are of course, your working space, your desktop or laptop, wired DSL connection, webcam, headphones or headset, which they are not really strict here. You can have your headset later in time. The specifications for the desktop or laptop is here. And for your internet service provider, the speed should be at least 5 Mbps. For headphones, it is recommended that it has a noise cancelling feature. Working space, it should have a plain background, no edge or corners, and clutter-free background. It will be through Zoom with other applicants, and the rule here is first in, first out. The trainer will ask you, can you show me your window side and your door? And if you pass, you can exit Zoom right away and wait for the instructions for the fourth step. The fourth step is the pre-service orientation. It is a 3-hour orientation to help you understand the things needed to do for the next step. The next step of this is the New Teachers Training, or NTT. Now let's go back with the step, the pre-service orientation. There will be a training on how to be a successful online teacher. You will be given some materials and take-home exams that are prerequisites for the NTT. You have the freedom here to choose or to select the date and time for your NTT. And my tip is choose a date that will allow you to have enough time to prepare for your NTT. Now for the fifth step. It is the NTT, and it is considered as the crucial stage by most of the applicants since it is a pass or fail part. It is a 7-hour straight training. Half of the time is training, while the other half is the demonstration of the lesson and the basic teaching methods used by 5-1 Talk. If you pass, then you are good to proceed for the final demo, and the final demo is just about 30 minutes. So what will happen in the final demo is, of course, demonstration and your final interview. It will also happen here, and it is within the day when you conducted your NTT. Remember all you learned, those reminders, and the do's and don'ts, because you will be tested here. And then if you pass this stage, your time and effort have paid off, and you are about to become a 5-1 Talk home-based teacher. The rest of the steps, the onboarding, launching, welcome call, each is a 1-hour training that will cover about some reminders and checking. Trainers will also guide you to navigate your 5-1 Talk account and creating class schedule. And that is the 5-1 Talk application process. If you reach until this part, thank you so much, and feel free to post below if you have questions or clarifications. For my next video, I am thinking of sharing to you the possible earning as a 5-1 Talk online teacher, or it could also be a topic taken from your suggestions. So thank you so much for your time, and see you soon. Keep safe.